this video, I'm going to talk about how to draw shape correctly, how to make the shape right, okay? Because a drawing, you want to draw something looks like that, okay? And let's start with this video for a reason. One of my students bought a work from her school, and she's drawing a girl, but her teacher made her have this grid on the girl's face. Let's say this is the eye, so this is a girl. She's going to copy it, and her teacher made this grid on the girl's face. So this is for students who don't have drawing skills, and so the grid can help you make the correct location, the correct size, so you can, according to the grade, and you can draw exactly like a copy, the exactly shape. Like here is start from here. Let's say the start from here, right? Then 1, 2, 3. Then she's going like this. Then 1, 2, 3. Then this goes in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 ends here, right? Then you go like from here to here. Then this is the same thing from there to there. Then that much. Okay, here I copied exactly same shape of the cup, the same thing as this. So this starts from here, right? Then goes right here, right? Then goes down from here, then here go. I copy exactly the same shape as this. How I can do that? Because I have those grids to help me find the shape, right? That's very useful because you can look at it, count it, make sure exactly the right. That's why she has that grid on the girl's face, because she can draw a accurate face, like copy it, right? But when I go to school, I never learned this way to draw. So because this is not a good way to, if you learn art, this is not a good way to learn. Because think about it, if you're drawing from life, right? If you have a still life in front of you, if somebody sit in front of you, are you going to have a grade on the face to draw? And this only good from photographs, right? So when I learned art at school, we never learned this way. When teacher never told us doing this. The only thing you doing this is if you have a picture like this big, you want to draw a big mirror, right, on the wall, big mirror on the wall. Then it's hard for you to find, because it's so big, hard to find the shape. Then on the wall you can grade like this, and then you have a paper grade like this. But of course the size has to be equal. Then you start to draw like this. You can count the size, the squares to draw from a little paper to a giant mirror. But when we draw, we never done like this. But when I look at this, I thought, okay, even I don't have a grade, I never learned grade, but I literally have this in my head. Remember, I always tell you that, guys, about always have a horizontal and vertical line in your head. Always have that in your head. So that's how I drew it without the grade. I kind of use the grade in my head to do it. Okay, let me show you something. Okay, let me just do a quick sketch of this eagle. If I have the grade, right? So I would do like, okay, here, oops, sorry. Here is the, start from here, right? And goes to here, a little bit over here. Then that's here and goes here. See that, right? Then this one goes here. Then see, if you have this grade, it's so easy for you just copy the exactly shape of it, right? But in real drawing, we don't do that. Okay, it goes here, here. But I have a way to doing it. I totally have a way to doing it. I will show you how I do it when I don't have a grade in my head, okay? Let's see if I can erase this. I guess not, but I can definitely get rid of the grade. Oops. Okay. So how I doing it without the grade, right? So my first time looking is, okay, I'm looking at this line. I'm looking, see, those are slanted lines, okay? So that when I'm drawing here and here, and I looking, when I drawing this, I'm looking like, okay, I have a straight line here. I know where this ends. I have, when I finish this, my eye look from here, I know where this line ends. So it goes like this. See, I have my ego here, right here. Then I have this negative spot to look at it, right? Then this goes here, so it's not like this because it meets right there, right? Then this slanted this way, and that slanted this way. Sometimes I even have a horizontal line like this. See where it meets here, right? Exactly the same, just I'm using my eyes to do it. I'm not using the grade. So here you go, here's this one, then goes to here. I can have a line here, say that's the end. Have a straight line, my eyes looking at the distance between here, right? And this line is almost straight, but not that straight, like pretty much like this, right? Then I have to see how long that is. Then goes here, then here, then this goes here. The line a little bit slanted this way, right? Then here is a line here, the slanted line here, right? The distance, right? The distance, and you can have, I can have a straight line go up. I know where to start here, right? I know where to start here. Here you go. That's how I start. Then I can have a straight line. I'm looking. I'm just showing how I'm looking. So I'm drawing that. So this line pretty much go from here, right? It goes to here. Then here's a negative space. You can also look, and you know how. Let's see where this meets. It meets right here. See exactly. See, I did it. Then this goes here, right? So yeah, see, I don't have that grade, but I literally, the grade is in my head. Got it? The grade literally is in my head because I'm constantly going this way and this way. When I draw this, I definitely look up. When I draw this, I definitely look up. When I'm drawing this part, I definitely looking at this part, right? This part is higher than here. Look, if you have a grade, if you have a line, horizontal line, you can definitely notice this is higher than this, right? So I don't have the grade. The grade is in my head. All right. That's how you draw. Okay, I'm going to show you a more complicated picture. Okay, this girl, all right? Because I was talking about a girl, remember? The girl, the student bring a picture of a girl. She has grid on the face, and then she start copy it. See, that's from here. Oops. Let's just get a new one. Okay, so she start copying it. You can put like this. I'm going to do right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna start right here. So here, that's the eye, right? That's the eye. Well, meets right here. That ends right here, right? Kind of in the center. So I'm going to a little higher. Then this eyebrow. Go all the way on this, and I guess it's not big enough. Then the nose start from here. See that shape, and goes here, right? It goes to that part. Then that's the end of here. His nose ends here, right? Then here's this goes here. Eyebrow went up, goes to here. So this eye need to be up. See, this eye is up here, so the eye is a little low. So I'm making the eye up right here. That's the back coat. So here, see, if I have the grade, I'm like copying exactly like that. Is easy because you have something to look at it, right? The shape, everything. It's easy. Oh, this mouse actually is lower. Then here we go. Chin, sick, general goes up here. So I'm more looking this as a shape rather than a face. This goes here, then the ear goes right here. Then here's the hair. See, easy because I have all this grade. I just follow the grade. It's going to look like that, right? Well, not exactly yet, but the place is right? So I never use grade like I told you. Then I realized I didn't use a grade, but I definitely kind of use the same method to draw because I constantly compare two things. Like when you draw this, you definitely constantly compare with where is this with the relationship between this shape and the square, right? Because you have a square to look at it. So that means you are looking at the square to draw the mouse, right? So that means when you're drawing, you have to looking at other parts to get these parts right. Now, I'm going to just freehand draw this girl, and I'm going to tell you and where I'm looking at it and make this girl correct, okay? And also you'll understand what I mean by I have a grade in my head, okay? Not invisible one. So I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, freehand. First I'm looking at it. So since I don't have the grade, sorry, I needed to, oops, I needed to draw a general shape. So when I'm looking at the girl, I notice her eye, mouth, lips is slanted, right? And her face is turned to the other way, right? So in the beginning, I'm drawing a very like general shape of it. And see, I'm drawing this. I actually have the vertical and the horizontal line in my head to do what? To make sure that I slanted the line correctly. What I meant is, see all those? All slanted lines, right? And sometimes it's hard for you to know how slanted those is, but if you have, actually if you just compare with the edge of the paper, this vertical line, if you compare this, you know how slanted that is, right? How much slanted that is, and how much slanted this is, how much slanted this is, and how much slanted this is, right? Then I'm going to have like a center line kind of wrong right here, so that means those has to meet right here and not going to like, this helps you to get, you know, everything lined up. So I can have this here. Then remember the eye is in the center of the, from here to here is in the center. So lots of you make the eye too high. So like this, no, find the center. I think the center is about here, right? Just slant a little bit, then slant a little bit, then nose, and make sure about like that, okay? Not exactly, because we have to do the detail later. Then after that, okay, I'm going to put the eye on the right place. Another one. So I'm going to put the eye on the right place and use a blue. And so the eye, I can see the eye is slanted a little bit this way, right? So I'm looking at the distance between the center line and this is about that much, right? So I just draw a shape like this. General, okay? Then this eye probably like right here. Higher, right? Then nose. See, I'm looking what? This is what I'm like the grade. I'm looking at this. Like where this ends to here. Got it? So that ends right. I is about, because those are not exactly right yet. So that's about there, right? Then that's the nose. And then how slanted this line is. This line is slanted this way. That I use, you know, the horizontal vertical line to get the angle right. And here is this, right? What I'm looking at it, if I have it, I'm looking at it as a straight line here. So this meets end of that eye, right? Maybe this eye need to be more like this way. Okay. Then I have this nose, mapped out. And another thing I'm looking at the nose is how long the nose. Lots of you guys can't get right like how long the nose you're gonna draw. Some are very short, draw very short. Some draw very long. there's a way I look at the nose. I find it's hard to look at nose from here. So I always look the nose from here to the eye. This is like a short distance. So if I have a nose that I ended right here, so that's kind of about the same distance, right distance. So that's how I kind of try to get my nose right. I always looking that way. Now after that, here's the mouse, okay? The mouse, the problem is you need to line up with the center of the nose. So then the distance is very important. Here's the distance, right? The distance about right there. Here's the line. Then when I drawing end of the mouse, I always looking up. I always have a vertical line looking up meets where the eye is. So if I have a vertical line here, so that's about right, because my eye was like too close to there. So so that's about right. That's the where I'm going to end this mouse, okay? Then this mouse is the same thing. That ends right here. If you have a vertical line there, then here's the mouse. Okay, now I finished that. I find the chin is too big. I can shrink it, right? Then where I'm going to put the ear, I always have like a line here. The ear, the bottom of the ear meets the bottom of the nose. So now I know where the ear going to be. Here we go. I think I needed more for the forehead. Then here I'm looking at the eyebrow, that distance. See everything. And when I draw the hair, I'm looking at where the meets with this eye. Same thing here, right? Here is a general shape of this girl. When I looking at this here, that's where to start. This is wrong. This is behind it. So kind of right here, right? Okay, now I have a, oops, missing parts. I have a general shape of this. Then I can go on to the detail, right? Let me get another one. Okay, now I'm going to go on the detail. I'm going to use a different pen. This could be black. Okay. Now I'm going to start. I'm going to start from the eye again, right? So now I have a general shape of the eye. I can making it more detail on here, right? Here's the eyeball. See, I'm drawing the eyeball. I'm not going to draw just kind of shading this part. This blue is really distractful, but here we go. When drawing the eyebrow, I'm definitely looking at the distance between the eye. Here's that a shadow can help me to find the shape. Shadow, eyeball, shade it. See the white part of the eye? Lots of shadows, eyelashes. This goes up, more up. nose, a little bit there, a little bit shadow here, a little bit shadow here. The bottom of the nose, say in the shadow. No. Nostril. Okay, here's the shadow part. Felt like my mouse was too big. I'm going to shrink a little bit. Think about the grade thing I was talking about. I literally used that in my head, right? Right? Here's a cheekbone shadow. And this face maybe need a little bit more than that. Okay. Here's a bit. Okay, here we go. Get rid of the blue line. Yeah, blue line is very distractful. Okay, I'm not going to finish this because this is about how to do the shape, right? So I'm not going to shade it a lot. But okay, here is like this is meets up right here. So here's that ear, the top ear, the bottom ear is meets here, I know, so I guess here. Look, that's how I use the grade. Okay, I'm making the lines here, so I know where to put the ear on the face. Same thing as everything else, right? As everything else, you meet a straight line. This meets here, that meets here, this meets here, this meets here, right? All that, like I was using a invisible grade in my head, and those are also serve a helpline to figure out the angles, because there's lots of angles. Here's an angle, right? Then here's an angle. Sometimes you really don't know how that slanted is, slanted this way or slanted this way, right? Especially those lines, like they slanted a little bit. Then you can't figure out, like, is this slanted or straight, right? So that's when you're using the this girl has a big eyebrow. So that's why you're using the horizontal line and vertical line, or the line from the paper, and you will know like how slanted that is. Okay, I'm talking about the invisible grade in my head.